Broadcasting live from the Albay Pio News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development PSWDO, with the Office of the Vice President's Regional Office 5, OVP RO5, extended assistance to the families and children of former mosque-based supporters. The awarding of the educational assistance aims to provide necessary support and resources to the children and families of the former mosque-based supporters to overcome the challenges they face and to ensure that they will be granted opportunities for a more stable future. The activity was also part of the celebration of the OVP's 88th anniversary, held last November 14, 2023, which honored all the country's vice presidents who built the institution, being the second highest office in the country. In another story, the Department of Interior and Local Government DILG Albay has commended the Provincial Peace and Order Council PPOC for reaping the overall audit rating performance as functional. The council was recognized during the 4th council meeting at the Governor's Conference Room on Thursday as they garnered a 95.54 overall performance audit rating for 2022. DILG Albay also congratulated the municipality of Malilipot with a rating of 100% for being drug cleared. It was also one of the National Anti-Drug Abuse Council awards presented during the 2023 Anti-Drug Abuse Council Performance Awards held on November 22, 2023 at Crown Plaza Manila Galleria, Quezon City. Also, the city of Legazpi, which garnered 100% functionality rating, also received a special recognition for its outstanding performance in a community-based drug rehabilitation program, CBDRP. In another news, the Department of Information and Communications Technology, DICT, and the Provincial Government of Albay launched Electronic Local Government Unit (ELGU) system as part of the government's initiative to digitize public transactions in every local government unit. The launching of the said Electronic LGU system took place at the Morrison Hotel, Legazpi City, earlier this November. During the event, Albay Governor Attorney Edsel Grex Lagman applauded the launching of the electronic LGU system in the province. To be recounted, electronic LGU system is in line with the governor's 5-point agenda. Additional local news. Budget proposals of departments in the provincial government of Albay is said to be approved considering most essential programs, projects, and activities through a more comprehensive development framework for fiscal year 2024. Arnold Zion Rubia, Provincial Planning and Development Coordinator, bears that the new development framework, the Albay Heats Up framework, is more a strategic and more comprehensive enhancement of the 5-point development agenda established this current year. The planning officer said that the Heats Up framework encompasses 6 key agendas, which include health and sanitation, educational and social equalization, agricultural modernization and food sovereignty, tourism, culture and technology, social welfare and protection, and urban planning and development. Additionally, Onrubia said that the new framework is an enhancement of Governor Edsel Grex Lagman's 5-point agenda for 2023. In the national scene, 2 militiamen were killed while another was badly wounded in a roadside bombing in Barangay Limbok Candiis, Sumisip Town in Basilan on Monday. Brigadier General Alvin Luzon, commander of the Army's 101st Infantry Brigade, and the Basilan Provincial Police Office separately confirmed on Monday afternoon that the 2 members of the Citizens Auxiliary Army, a state paramilitary group, were killed in the incident. Luzon said the explosion left another militiaman badly injured. The victims, along with the personnel of the 64th Infantry Battalion, were out to verify the reported presence of armed men in an interior area in Barangay Candiis when the homemade bomb packed with fragments of cast iron with jagged edges planted along their route blew off. The improvised explosive device was detonated from a distance using a mobile phone, according to Army and police officials in the island province. Local officials said that the bombing was perpetrated by a few local terrorists, aiming to create an impression that the surrenderers to the Basilan PPO and the 101st Infantry Brigade of more than 400 members of the Abu Sayyaf in the past 6 years had not weakened their capability to launch terror attacks. Almost all of the terrorists who had surrendered during the period through the intercession of local executives led by Governor Hajiman Saliman had been reintegrated into the mainstream society. In another story, 2 foreign money lenders were killed in separate gun attacks in central Mindanao in 2 days, barely 2 weeks after an Indian national collecting loan payments perished in an ambush in the region. Pakistani money lender Ashad Taras Khan was shot dead on Saturday by a loan attacker while transacting with clients in Barangay Salaman in Libak town in Sultan Kudarat province. Lieutenant Colonel Julius Malcontento, chief of the Libak Municipal Police, told reporters that on Monday they found 2 empty .45 caliber shells at the spot where Khan was gunned down. On Sunday, 2 men armed with pistols killed Indian moneylender Jasprit Singh in a stretch of a highway in Barangay Damaluzay in Dato Paglas in Maguindanao del Sur in the Bangsamoro region. In another news, Manila International Airport Authority is set to conduct another series of scheduled electrical maintenance activity at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 as part of its medium-term program of upgrading its electrical system. The electrical maintenance work will begin at midnight, that would be 12:01 a.m. until 3 a.m. on November 29, that would be today. Aside from the 3 power interruption at NAIA, MIAA said some areas will experience limited disruptions. However, all critical systems such as check-in counters, immigration booths, security scanners, boarding bridges, conveyor belts, and other pivotal areas will remain fully operational. And in the news outside the country, 10 former and current Taiwanese military officers were indicted Monday for allegedly spying for Beijing, including 2 who made a video pledging to surrender to the Chinese military. China claims self-ruled Taiwan as its territory and has ramped up military and political pressures on the island in recent years. The two sides split in 1949 after a civil war and have been spying on each other ever since. Taiwan High Prosecutor's Office said that 3 of the defendants were accused of recruiting active duty servicemen to collect military information to develop a network for China. 4 officers they enlisted were also charged with handing over multiple items of military secrets to Beijing in exchange for money. 2 others, both active duty officers, allegedly shot a psychological warfare video for Beijing in which they said they are willing to surrender to the People's Liberation Army. In another story, Bangladesh launched a sweeping and violent crackdown on opposition parties to eliminate competition ahead of general elections, which includes arresting almost 10,000 activists. Many from the key Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, a staggering number also face charges. According to the BNP, about half of its 5 million members face politically motivated prosecution, an international human rights agency said. The rightist group said that prisons are now more than doubled their capacity. The South Asian nation of around 170 million people holds a general election on January 7, with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina eyeing for her 4th consecutive term in power. In other news, Israeli President Isaac Herzog met with Elon Musk on Monday and emphasizes the need to act to combat rising anti-Semitism online. Musk, owner of X, known as Twitter, has come under fire over what critics say it is a proliferation of hate speech on a social media site since his takeover. He also has been accused by the White House of abhorring promotion of anti-Semitism after endorsing a conspiracy theory seen as accusing Jews of trying to weaken white majorities. Herzog's office said the meeting would be joined by representatives of families of hostages held by Hamas, who will speak about the horrors of the Hamas terror attack on October 7 and of the ongoing pain and uncertainty for those held captive. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, November 29, 2023. We'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer Joy Duque. And on the technical side, Chad Bobbis. And our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Hazel Grex Lagman, I am Greg HALLARE. Thank you for subscribing.